Well, hello everybody. Let's see how this goes. This is an update of a very old video that I made. Well, it's about 5 months old, 6 months old. Missing pyramid capstones found Istanbul on old drawing. And this video, it grew slowly and then it went viral. It went to 105,000 views. I've got all sorts of comments, 334 comments. It was in January the 1st, 2017. And some people say the proportions are wrong. Some people say it's great. Some people say it's not so great. Lots of people loved it. Lots of people really loved it. And I want to do an update because we can actually measure the size of the capstones that I showed. And what essentially I did was I looked at the size of the pyramids. And you can see the Great Pyramid is the biggest. The second pyramid is a bit smaller. And the third pyramid is smallest. And in the Hippodrome, you have this was set up in the 300s AD for horse racing. Bronze obelisk, Delphi tripod, Egyptian obelisk, and over here were 3 mini pyramids. And they're shown in so many reconstructions and representations of the Hippodrome. And here they are. And just like the pyramids, you see one which could have been for the Great Pyramid, one for the Khafre, and one significantly smaller for the Menkaure Pyramid. And I said, hey, they're the capstones. And yeah, some people said it was great. Now, I just want to measure now the size of them in this video. That's why this video is new and necessary. Because I reckon the size is about right for the pyramid capstones, and this is more evidence that these are the pyramid capstones. I stand by that video I made, and every video that I make, I stand by them. If I was no longer standing by them, I would remove that video. But I stand by them, and it's really interesting. So here we have, this is the Obelisk of Thutmose III. It's from ancient Egypt. Somewhere over here we have something called the Bronze Obelisk. We'll get to that. And also Delphi obelisk. Now, these always look different in every photo, every picture you look at. Here is the Obelisk of Constantine. Now, in the middle somewhere, there should be the Delphi obelisk. And that essentially looks like this. It is located in the Hippodrome. This is the ground of the Hippodrome here, the medieval ground, and this is the modern ground. As you see, it's risen. This used to have 3 snakes, and this was taken from Delphi. Because what happened here, as the Byzantines, they had their horse races around here, they wanted to show how good their empire was, how big their empire was, that they had plundered the wealth of the world, and they were showing it off for the people. And you can see something of the absolute splendor of this. The base of that huge obelisk I just showed you of Thutmose III has this amazing picture. An amazing picture. It's got the emperor. He's holding a wreath. He's about to present to the victor. And here we have people just looking. They're looking at the race. All their faces are facing in a similar direction. And here you have the crowd. Here they're playing music. You can almost feel the anticipation, hear the roar of the crowd. It's an absolutely unbelievable picture. And of course, the obelisk on top of this. It's just a snapshot of the world 1,500 years ago. And that picture I showed you, it's rather interesting. This picture here, it's from 1580. But it's, according to the Wikipedia article, Ruins of the Hippodrome, it may be based on a drawing from the late 15th century. So it's from the 1400s, which is a relief to me because I found this Turkish drawing from 1536 in which the pyramids are not here. Instead we have the bronze obelisk, also known as the walled obelisk, and the Delphi pillar. And of course, this one. But the pyramids are not here. They're gone. So they're there in the 1480s maybe. They're gone by 1530. Where are they? Now, I said we were going to measure them just to look at some things. the Greeks actually replaced the obelisk in modern times. They could have put one here with the snakes. The snakes were stolen about 300 years ago. This is the Obelisk of Constantine. This is located just outside. It's located there. That's the one at the Delphi obelisk. Now this is what the Hippodrome looks like. There's the this is the walled obelisk, which is there today, and for some reason it doesn't really come up to this height on the early pictures. I'm not quite sure why. And there's the column of Theodosius, or Thutmose III, serpentine column. And we're going to measure, okay? Again, this is the Hippodrome. It's a park. We're going to measure. And I've seen a pretty reliable estimate that the capstone of the Giza pyramid was 9 meters tall. Again, here we have the Egyptian obelisk, the serpent obelisk, the walled obelisk. Where's the pyramids? They're not there. They're gone. They're gone in the 1500s. And the measure was 9 meters. So that should be about 9 meters. So on my monitor, I measured it earlier. That is about 5.5 meters based on the medieval level of the ground. And if you look at it today, it's actually rather interesting. It only looks 3.5 meters, but it actually goes lower. So 5.5 meters plus, this would have been about 30 meters. And I did a little calculation, and the result I got for this was 7.1 meters. And as I mentioned, the capstone should be about 9 meters tall. So it's, guys, it's almost just right. It's almost just right to be the capstone of Giza. I mean, why would you build these little things that look like pyramids? Everything here was brought from somewhere else, except perhaps for this rather interesting walled obelisk, which was built by the Byzantines because they didn't have anyone left to conquer while their empire was shrinking. They built this out of bricks or whatever. But everything else was brought from somewhere else. It was plundered. So why wouldn't you plunder the capstones of Egypt? Why not? Guys, thank you very much.